through this climax of whichever kind, in whichever way that reflects in your life, in whichever aspect, there's some type of clarity that's going to come from this climax, that's going to come from this headliner moment, or this, you know, this big thing, or this shifting type of situation. It's going to bring clarity to you. It's going to bring perspective to you. It's going to I feel like, I don't know why I want to say it's going to give you another way out of something. It's going to create another way for you to get out of something. It's going to create another way for you to counteract something else. That is connected to me and through me and through my heart. So I pray, ask, and affirm that you bring forth a loving, healing message for the air energy collective that is speaking of Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, whatever it is that they may need to know, understand, and connect with your divine loving goddess and grace. I ask that you bring the messages through that best serve. Thank you. I'm thankful. Whatever the air energy needs to know at this moment in time, God, my guides, thank you. I'm thankful. Help me to communicate clearly, feel it clearly, with my abilities and gifts of which I am granted. Thank you. Hello, air signs, and thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in today, tonight, at whichever time you're deciding to watch this reading right now. I appreciate you. For those of you that are new, I'm Levitate Lotus Healing. For those of you that are returning, welcome back and thank you. Okay, like I said, this is going to be a general reading for the air energy collective. Hope that whatever comes through, it resonates for you, brings you some clarity, some calm. But if not, it's all good. Just simply means that it is not your energy or message. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading. Hold on, y'all. I ain't like the way that felt. Let me do it one more time. Divine, I ask that you bring forth the first oracle for the air energy collective. Thank you. The first is a fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. Okay, so this is the first one that comes out. Thank you. The answers you need are coming. Okay. Oh, hold on, y'all. I feel stuff jumping, but I'm gonna keep going. Thank you. Don't let your pride get in your way. Okay. Or don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. This is a lot of full moon energy, given the fact that we are currently in the new moon phase, because technically right now is October the 3rd, 2021, or so they love to say. Okay, thank you. Your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, I'm gonna start with these first four, and then I may pull a last one, one last one or two more to close this reading out, but let me just get started for you. Okay. The first oracle is a fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. So right now, wherever you are right now in life and in time, there's a climax that is building up, that is manifesting for you in some way, shape, or form. It could be a climax of any kind. When it comes to any aspect of your life, it could be a job, it could be a career, it could be a relationship, it could be a decision, it could be a move, it could be a transition of some kind. Okay, there's a climax building, there's a high point building in your life right now that you're currently dealing with, that you're currently about to have to handle in a way. Okay, it's something that has built up over time. So whatever you're currently going through, know that there's some form of a climax that's happening. Okay, I'm not sure what you've done, I'm not sure what aspects and elements that may have taken a part into this climax, but there's something coming to a head in your life right here. Okay, there's a peak of a building point, a boiling point to something. And I don't want to say boiling point or building point to sound negative, but it's more so, it's like things that have been done. There are certain things that have taken place at certain times and in certain ways that's going to lead to some form of a climax, some form of a figurative head type of thing, okay? What's followed in the second place is the answers you need are coming. So through this climax of whichever kind, in whichever way that reflects in your life, in whichever aspect, there's some type of clarity that's going to come from this climax. It's going to come from this headliner moment, or this, you know, this big thing, or this shifting type of situation. It's going to bring clarity to you. It's going to bring perspective to you. It's going to, I feel like, I don't know why I want to say it's going to give you another way out of something. It's going to create another way for you to get out of something. It's going to create another way for you to counteract something else. It's kind of like you may have felt like the walls were closing in on you at one point, but there's some type of salvation, there's some type of redemption, there's some type of like, it's kind of like, you know, you have a movie scene, like I said, where the walls are closing in on you, and you're like, what the fuck do I do next? What do I do next? And then something miraculous happens, and then through that miraculous thing that happens, there's some type of answer, there's some type of new way to do something, there's a whole brand new path for you to take, or there's a new route, you know, within the walls of which you thought were closing in on you, and they're not, you know what I mean? So there's some type of new way out, there's a new way to do something, there's some type of brand new thing, okay, or a reminded answer, or a reminded truth that some of you may have forgotten through this buildup, okay, through this pressure. I'm hearing pressure and buildup. So there could have been very much so pressure building up, okay, heat building up, pressure building up, hitting this climax, okay. But through this, whatever this is, you're going to find some type of clarity, some type of answer, some type of understanding about something either associated with this or beyond this, okay? What's followed in the third place is don't let your pride get in the way. So this may be some humbling truth that some of you may be receiving in some way, shape, or form. This may be some very loving truth to really calm you down. This may be some real deep truth that gives you understanding about what you're currently dealing with, or what you may have been dealing with when it comes to this, and even before this right here. But don't let pride get in your way. It's all about whatever type of truth, whatever type of power, whatever type of anything that you're receiving that you can apply, or that you can use and utilize within your life. Know that your ego won't get you very far. You know what I mean? You have to always humble yourself to the process of your truth, to the process of your life, and where you are in general. Okay, so it's something that you're encouraged to respect. You're encouraged to respect that through whatever type of answer or answers of answers that you're going to be receiving, because this is coming to a head, or if this has not already come to a head, okay? Some answers are going to come through that are kind of, I feel like the answers that are gonna come through may actually get you in your feelings too, and may have you feeling some type of way, because when it comes to like certain answers and certain truths, sometimes it can be harsh, sometimes it can be real deep and real ugly, you know. But I don't wanna assume or even give you the idea that that may be what it is, because I'm not sure what it is and how it's gonna reflect in your life. All I'm saying is, in whichever way this is received, this truth and this clarity and these answers, you're encouraged to not allow yourself to feel try your best to not try to feel so attacked, or so betrayed, or so kind of like lost in the thing of whatever it is when it does reveal itself to you, when the truth is revealed to you, in whichever way, okay? Don't try to get too angry. Try not to get too angry. Try not to feel any type of like, you know what I mean? Because sometimes we could be so offended, you know what I mean? Try not to be so offended, okay? Or this could be from the perspective of whatever type of answer that you're getting, you know, whatever starting point this is for you. This may be a brand new way to do something, like I said in the beginning, but it may not be the position that you would prefer to have. It may not be the preferred way, the preferred circumstances, or the preferred thing of how you feel like you should have had it, or how you feel like you're supposed to have it. But allow yourself to be humble to the truth and respond accordingly. That's all this is basically saying, in whichever way these answers come in for you. Because sometimes, like I said, when it comes to certain truth and certain answers, we won't want to hear that shit. Or sometimes when it's like something that we never expected, you know, it's kind of difficult to hold back the initial emotional response, the initial feelings of how we would feel if it kind of like caught us off guard. So in any way, for those of you, if these answers, or if these truths and answers throw you off or catch you off guard in any way, allow yourself to be humbled by it, in a sense of look at it from a broader perspective, from a higher perspective, and this may actually end up affecting you personally. You may feel very, like I said, you may feel very personally attacked through this build up, okay, and these answers that are gonna come out. But it's like, don't let your pride get in the way of what you need to know and what you need to understand when it comes to yourself, or whatever aspect that could be currently going on in your life, okay? Be it with yourself, or be it with someone else, or your relationship with someone, or your relationship to something, okay? So what follows in the 4th place is your dreams need practical planning. So for this to fall in the 4th place, this is all about, after humbling yourself, or after allowing yourself to truly see it from a higher perspective, from the most clearest aspect that you can. Your dreams need practical planning. It's all about one step at a time, one day at a time, one moment at a time. That's what that means, okay? They're not expecting you to leap buildings. They're not expecting you to conquer the world in a day. They're expecting you to conquer the world in each moment, in each step, in each choice, with each day, with each moment and hour that you're given. That's basically what you have to do. You know what I mean? It's sort of like building up to something that you truly want, building up to something that you feel like you need, okay? So there's some, like I said, there's some form of a head that's about to, there's something that's about to come to a head. There's a shift, there's a climax, there's a peak that's about to happen in your life. And through this peak, there's some answers that are about to be revealed and exposed to you. There's some truths that you're gonna witness and feel and sense and probably hear about. But don't take it personally. Don't feel personally attacked, or don't take it as if don't take it as an attack. More so, allow yourself to be humbled by the truth as best as you can. And I'm not sure what it's gonna be, y'all, but I just hope that you're able to handle it in whichever way it comes through, okay? Because this is, don't let your pride get in the way. When we let our pride and our ego get in the way, we struggle with the real truth of what we need to understand from that, okay? And what falls in the 4th place is your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon and Taurus. So this is about, like I said, taking it one step at a time. This could be clarity on how to do that altered step, or that altered path, or that, you know, that second route to take, you know, so to speak, how to do that in a more practical and balanced and logical way where it really serves you long term, okay? Like I said, this oracle is all about taking it one step at a time, one moment at a time, one day at a time. That's how you win. That's how you do it. That's how you build up the power, the strength, the consistency, the commitment to it, okay? So let me pull one more. And all of these are full moon. Aries, Gemini, and Leo, and Taurus. Aries, you're in the house with your air energy, but we got 2 fire energies here and 1 earth. All right, and all of these are full moons, as you can see, which is odd. And this is another, wow, this is another full moon. We're in the new moon stages, so it's just crazy how these oracles are coming out as the complete opposite. But this will, I'm sure, resonate with those of you that are watching it right now, and that will watch it at whichever time, because there's no expiration date on anything that I channel. So what falls in the 5th place is you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. So yeah, it's like there's some form of a peak that's about to happen in your life, and through this peak you're going to find some type of clarity, some type of truth, some type of answers, and it's really going to humble you. Maybe it's probably really going to give you perspective. And I don't want to speak of it, like I said a little earlier, I don't want to speak of it in a sense of where, oh man, it's going to be like so heartbreaking or so bad that it's going to like really humble you. But maybe so it's just going to give you perspective on what it is you really need to see, and how you really need to see something, and how you really need to work with something and operate with something. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, you're going to take this truth, take these answers, and apply it practically to your life, so that it benefits you, so that it serves you best. Okay, like I said, one moment at a time, one step at a time, one day at a time. That's it. They're not asking you to leap buildings. They know that you can't. They're not trying to have you conquer the world and the oceans. You know, that's something that you wouldn't be able to do. That's something that nobody would be able to do in a day, you know, because there's still so much learning going on, even after we've already learned so much. But what falls in the 5th place is a beautiful, encouraging oracle right here. Let me check my camera. My battery is blinking, y'all. But what is follow in the 5th place is you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. So through this peak, you may not feel 100% comfortable. You might not like the process or the transition, or it may just be it may not even be, you know, you wish it could be different. Maybe it could just be too overwhelming. Maybe it could just be so many elements and aspects to it that you don't know how to handle it, or you're struggling with all the shifts and transitions and movements, you know what I'm saying? So understand and know that you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. Okay, with whatever you're currently going through and experiencing, you are good enough. Okay, you are worthy of everything that you've been dreaming of. You're worthy of everything that you desire. You're worthy of everything that you want and that you deserve, and that you mostly importantly need. Okay, because needs are what we need is a lot more important than what we want. So let that fall in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Let that fall in the most important place for you first. Your needs. May your needs be fulfilled, okay, and met. Satisfactory? What is that? May your needs be met sufficiently. Okay, I say it like that. But you are good enough, okay, full moon in Virgo. So this could be a struggle. You could be struggling with the feelings. You could be struggling with your feelings. You could be struggling with how this is gonna work. But again, you are being encouraged to believe in yourself. You are good enough. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. And this is another full moon. Another full moon. So that's going to be the theme clearly for y'all reading. All right. So believe in yourself. You are absolutely capable of achieving all that it is that you want, that you deserve, that you desire. Okay. That you've been dreaming about. Apply it practically. You're going to know how to move. But you're encouraged to truly believe in yourself, because I feel like through this different thing that's happening right here, and through whatever's going to come out, is going to have you feeling some type of way. And but with this information, with this important information, you either have a choice to either sit on it or truly apply it practically to your life, to where you know that you're good enough and you are truly acting on the impossible and making it possible. Okay. All right. So air signs, I'm about to pull a one oracle message to sum up this reading. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Alright, guys. I gotta hurry up because my battery is blinking and I gotta charge it and finish up this other reading that I gotta do for the night. So, yeah, overall, there's a truth that's coming out because there's a head. There's something coming to a head. There's a peak that's coming in your life, or you already feel and sense that it's building. It's going to... you have a choice to either sit on this or to really apply it practically, to where it completely changes your perspective on yourself, on your life, and your future, and where you want to go and what you want to do. Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna ask for one oracle to come out to sum up this reading. Thank you. This one says, no longer holds power over you. Dissolve attachments of the past with love. That may be the title of this reading, because I feel like that's similar to what it is. It's sort of like I said, it's like you may feel real personal about this, but this may be something that, you know, you can actually take and do good with and really amplify your life and really change and shift and like absolutely transform your reality, you know what I mean, by applying it practically. It's like, yeah, I know you real mad, or you're really hurt, or you're really pissed off, or you really may have felt like you should have been told this a long time ago, or, you know, why all of a sudden now, or why this change now, or why does it have to be like this? In whichever way, the conditions are something that you may not feel are very favorable. It could be very annoying to you, but you're encouraged to take your pride out of it and see it from a higher perspective. And I know that's way fucking easier said than done. It's cliche sometimes. It's kind of annoying to hear at times when you don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Applying it practically. And then what's followed, it makes sense, because what's followed after that is you are good enough and believe in yourself. So whatever the head is, whatever the issues are, however it's going to personally affect you. The sum of this reading: no longer holds power over you. Dissolve attachments of the past with love. So this is all about healing and forgiveness and releasing some form of a burden, some form of an issue, some form of a blockage that you no longer need to hold on to, that you no longer need to apply to your life or morph yourself around, because it's different. It's time to truly move in a different space and become a different individual, or a better individual, in whichever way that you feel like you need to improve, okay? In whichever way that is, okay? In whichever way or aspect that is present in your life, okay? So with all of that being said, air signs, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Hope that whatever I said, whichever way that I said it, hope that you enjoyed it. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you again with another reading.